Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's Beaky here today. We're doing another Born to Stand Out. So I'm starting to look at what we have left, and I have duplicates in here. And also on top of it, oh good, I didn't use this one. On top of it, there's some of these that are discontinued. So I don't know if I'm going to do the discontinued ones. What I was thinking about doing to move on to another series is possibly do a discontinued video of these, and then people can just watch. And it wouldn't be the full, it'd just be a first impression type thing, because it doesn't make sense to make a full video for something that you can't get anymore. So that's probably where I'm going to go. But today, well, no, we're getting to the end. We don't have many left. So this one is Fugazzi. Okay, and this one is still available. 180. That's interesting. It's 180 on Ministry of Scent, but usually it's 210. But whatever. So meet the love child of a beautifully unhinged affair between two cult fragrance houses, Fugazzi and Born to Stand Out. This isn't just a collaboration, celebration of contrast, chemistry, and chaos. Okay. So basically inspired by Born to Stand Out's playful sensuality, Fugazzi delivers Born to Stand Out by Fugazzi, a provocative rose that lingers long after dark. In return, Born to Stand Out offers Fugazzi Born to Stand Out an unapologetic descendant swirl of vanilla and animalic iris crafted. Oh no. Oh no. Love stories often start with roses, but the thrill of second love, they deepen into mystery. This fragrance opens with the cheeky flash of pomerose and pepper, creating a spicy, confident allure. It evolves into a smoky heart of amber, akagala wood, cedarwood, tobacco, and leather. Interesting. Actually sounds really lovely, but let's see. So bergamot, geranium, rose, pepper, akagala wood, amber, cedar wood, tobacco, and leather. Whew, this is a heavy one. This is heavy, baby. So a lot of wood, leather, and tobacco. This is a winter scent, and we are in spring. These came from Lucky Scent before they made the switch. This is it. I moved it into this. It is what it is. And so now I have to relabel everything. It's not ideal. But that's okay. We don't complain because it's a good day. So it's okay to complain too if you need to. I'm not telling you shouldn't. We all should. Some days you just need to. So what I'm going to do is do 2 here and then 2 on here. This makes it easier because I can just go like that. Yeah, springtime. So here we go. 1, 2. And then 1. Whoops, I missed half of that. So let's do it this way. Boop. Okay. Score. Ooh. Okay, immediately I get a scent. This is, ooh. Immediately I get wet cardboard box. Oh. I get wet cardboard box and garlic BO. Oh boy, I did not want to say that. Boy, I did not want to say that, but I did. Oh no. Oh. We all have preferences. Ooh. Ooh, it smells like garlic BO. Wet cardboard and garlic BO. What is that? That is not bergamot. That is not geranium. None of this. What is that? Rose pepper? Maybe it's the pepper? Because it makes no sense. So I'm getting a wet cardboard box. The leather note is slowly coming out with like a garlic BO. Oh, let's try it on the wrist. Oh. Yeah. Oh no. It's like a cumin. That's what it is. It's my nemesis. If you watch this channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no. Oh no, that's cumin. They are lying. Is this the wrong fragrance? I don't know if the wrong fragrance was put in, because that is not, that is cumin. It's like cumin and wet cardboard box with slight BO. I don't think this is right. I think they sent me the wrong fragrance. This just does not. I wish there was bergamot. But I'm getting the slight leather, but I'm getting cumin. So cumin and leather. Pepper, it is pepper. Pepper, a little bit of cumin, which isn't listed. Wet cardboard box of BO. Ooh. Oh no. Okay, let's try here. Same. It's same. It's the same. It's like, no. How? Where are the woods? I can sing you the whole score of Into the Woods, and I'll sing I Know Things Now, because Little Red and I learned a few lessons today, and it ain't good. So here we go. I think the wrong fragrance was put in here. This does not seem right. Right? I don't know. I just, honestly, I don't mean to be rude, especially if you really love this scent. I'm not trying to be rude. It just really took me by surprise. And the thing is that I tried to be, on this channel, is honest with my feelings of perfumes and fragrances. But the problem is, I'm not always gonna, I'm not always gonna like the same things that you do. And I'm not gonna have the same likes or loves or dislikes, and so we're all beautifully different. This is not a scent that I would go for, and I don't think I've reacted like this since Sloth from Zoologist and High Rocks. Oh no. So this is not good for me. But now it has like this weird rubbery scent to it. It has a strange rubbery scent. It smells like stale cornflakes now. What is going on? So it smells like pepper cumin on top of stale cornflakes, which I think is that cardboard box note. That wet cardboard box is now turning into stale cornflakes. But I'm still getting that cumin. It's like a peppery cumin on cornflakes. This is so strange. Yeah, this was not how my day was supposed to start. Ooh, it wasn't. That's okay. It did. So I'm gonna put this away here. I don't even know what to think about this. I really don't. I need to step away from it for an hour, I think, so I can let it bloom, because it's just very strange. It's pepper with the cumin scent to it. I want that bergamot. I want that geranium so badly, but I'm just not getting it. Please give it to me. It's just not there. I would love it if a bergamot or geranium just whoosh, cut through it, and it's not. And I need it to, because this is a lot. So again, it's still wet stale cornflakes with cumin and pepper. So what I'm going to do is I am going to come back in an hour and hope that this blossoms into something spectacular. So yeah. Okay, so it has been an hour and the lighting's probably really bad. It's that time of year. Can't win. I need to move. But anyway, and I let it sit for an hour and a half because I wanted to sit with this because I was having a really hard time with this. Now, the main thing that I am smelling with this fragrance is a spiciness to it. When I'm just moving around, there's a spiciness with BO. That's what I'm getting, and I know exactly what it is. It's cumin. So when I looked at the notes from the main site from Born to Stand Out, there is not cumin to be seen anywhere. But when I looked at other sites, there's cumin in it. I know there is. And sure enough, it's listed. And other people had the same problem that I did. I don't usually read reviews until I'm done, but I'm like, there's cumin in this. So I went to a site, there's definitely cumin in this, and other people were having the same problem I am. My body hates cumin. It hates it. It always smells like body odor on me. And if there is even a tiny minuscule drop of cumin, it takes over the whole fragrance for me. It's one of those notes, and we all have those notes, you know you do too, that just do not work on your chemistry. And for me, it's very much cumin. It is, yes, it's just, if I were a superhero, it would be my villain. It just would. So, let's smell it on the wrist. So what's coming out is there's a sweet woodsiness, but the main thing is, boom, cumin. It is 90% cumin, and it smells like body odor on me, with like 10% like a sweet woodiness. Basically, it's like a brick of cumin, just smashing this poor little woodsy scent with a little bit of sweetness, going, help me, trying to get out, and it can't. It can't. But let's try it here. Oh my goodness. It smells like straight up BO. Oh no. Oh no. It smells like straight up BO. But a peppery BO. Oh, it's like somebody ate really spicy food and just went for a jog for a year, and it just smells like spicy BO. Oh my gosh, no. Okay. Let me try it here. Oh. I'm having a really hard time with the scent. Here it smells like BO. It smells like leather BO. It smells like a plastic leather, so like almost like a pleather with BO. And I can smell the geranium. The geranium again. So it's this pleather BO. The geranium's like, help me. And it can't. But there's a lot of help me in this video. My goodness. It's just not good for me. It's not good for me. I really don't know what more to say. That's pretty much more what I have to say. I feel like this is really negative. So we're going to come back in 3.5 hours. What I want to say before then is, unless this really changes, this is going to be a very negative video. And I don't like negativity. Negativity, leave our lives, right? But I really am going to encourage you to watch other videos. I don't care. Watch whoever, I'm not here to make a living. I'm here for fun. So I implore you to go find a few other reviews to see how this works for you, because this just is going against me completely. So that being said, this isn't probably going to be helpful to most people. So really go check out other reviews online, because this just isn't working for me. So with that, I'm going to come back in 3.5 hours. I'm going to push through, because this one's very difficult to be wearing. I don't feel confident wearing it, especially because it comes across as BO. As soon as this is done, I'm going to be scrubbing it off and changing outfits, unfortunately, because I can't wear this tonight. So, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to check back at 3.5 hours, and we'll discuss. Okay, so it has been 5 hours, and I'm going to be honest, this one was really rough for me. This wasn't fun, because basically this is just a cumin ball, and they didn't list it as any of the main ingredients, so that was kind of a shock to me, and I was planning on wearing this today, but I can't, because it smells like BO on me, and I can't go out like that, so unfortunately, not the best. I'm having a hard time with this one, because it's hard to get past what's happening here, which is just cumin. It's just cumin with a little bit of kind of like a sweet woodsy smell to it underneath. But it's just, I can't get past the cumin. It's just way too strong when I'm moving around. And part of it is my chemistry really loves cumin, but I just think cumin is a very difficult note to work with. You either get it or you don't, or it overtakes a fragrance. It's really hard for it to blend in as well as I would like. But let's try it here in the wrist. It's cumin. It's cumin, and I get a floral underneath it with the slight woodsiness is what I'm getting, but it's just cumin. It's really just holding it down. Yeah. Okay, let's try it here. Straight up cumin. It just, it's straight up cumin on clothing. It just smells like, it smells like BO. It smells like spicy BO because there is a pepperiness to it, and it's been distracting. Because I wear perfumes to feel fresh and happy and clean, and because cumin doesn't work with my body chemistry or for my nose, it just does not make me happy. I love to eat it. It's delicious, but I don't like it in perfumes or fragrances. So this one's been very hard for me, and as soon as I'm done with this is going straight into the wash because I can't. But let's try it here because I'm trying to keep it fair because I understand this could be somebody's favorite scent. This could be something that somebody really likes. But understand, I may like something like Elemi, and maybe it doesn't work for you. Maybe you really don't care for it, So just know certain notes, like I love honeysuckle. Some people may think it's really cloying. We're all individuals, so just take that into consideration. But let's try it here. Ooh, just too much cumin. It smells like pleather. It smells like pleather with cumin. You're hit with the cumin, but then once you go back in for a second scent, then the leather, the pleather. It smells like pleather with cumin. So maybe my nose just isn't working well with this one. Maybe I'm just not getting all the nuances. I didn't really get anything else but the pepper cumin and like a leathery and somewhat woodsy here and there too. It's just this one is not my favorite. This one is not. It's just cumin with a little bit of pleather and a little bit of floral here and there and woodsiness, but just not enough to save it. I'm not understanding this one, and that's okay. Different art pieces, not everybody has to understand. I don't understand this one, and that's all right. So let's discuss it. Who do I think that this is for? Or what season would it do well in? I think that this is going to do well in fall and winter because with the cumin, I do find that cumin tends to be a heavier scent. And I think that that's where it would really shine. I think cold weather would really kind of balance it out a little bit more. And as far as masculine, feminine, I mean, we wear what we want when we want. But if we were going to classify it, I think it's would lean a little bit more masculine. Now, not because people are like, what, men smell like body odor? No, I don't think this is going to smell like body odor on everyone. It just is the way I perceive cumin. In fact, it actually, I was thinking about it, reminds me a lot of Aesop's Gloam, which is heavy like this. It just smells like body odor to me. And so I think certain scents like that just appear like that to me. It doesn't mean that it smells like that on you. So please don't take it that way that I'm like, you smell. It may smell beautiful on you. It's just with me and my nose structure, I don't care for it. But I do think this leans maybe a little bit more masculine. I just tend to think cumin tends to kind of lean that way a little bit more. But you wear what you want. These are all unisex. It doesn't matter. So if you enjoy cumin and you're a woman, you go for it, because this will give you what you're looking for. Now, if I was going to give this one a score, I hate to do this. This is cruel. This is mean. I'm giving it a 1. And 1 out of 10. And this is solely because of Binky. This is solely because of me, not because of Born to Stand Out, not because of the person who created this fragrance. It's because I do not like cumin in fragrances. It just ruins it for me every single time. It's just too much and it overwhelms it and it makes it unwearable on my chemistry. Even I think on clothing, just being close enough to my body heat just creates this smell of body odor. And it makes me feel insecure when I'm walking around smelling like that. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And when I wear a fragrance, I do it to be happy. I want to whiff it during the day and go, oh, this smells so good. I'm wearing hazy blue and hummingbird. This smells so good, and it puts a smile on my face, This doesn't. The whole time, all I could think about was trying to get this off because it just did not work for me, and I can't give it a higher score. This is purely selfish. I said it earlier. I will say it again. Please please find somebody else online who reviewed this and see what their reaction is, because I'm just one person, and you know, I'm not the say all be all, you know, I'm not. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So yeah, this one was a little bit of a downer today. Oh, my cat's opening the window. Hold on. So this one was a little bit of a downer for me, unfortunately. I really wanted to enjoy it, but it didn't happen. So yeah, sometimes that happens. I mean, we're doing it in real time, and you know, I think it's a little bit different when you're wearing it for a period of time and then reviewing it like a lot of channels do, because it's like they've had time to focus on it. Even still, if I had time to focus on it, I don't think it would have changed it. So I just kind of like the reaction, because it's a true reaction when it happens. So that's why I do it in this format. So there you go. But with that, have a fabulous day, my friends, unless you are here for the K-drama recommendation. So this one is one that was newer. I think it was last year that this one came out, and I don't like superpowers or comic book stuff too much. That's just never been my thing. But I really like this one. And it is called Atypical Family. And basically they are a family that has superpowers, right? And because of modern day things like smartphones or depression and other things that are affecting them, which affects a lot of people, their powers have started to shift and they don't work anymore. And a lot of it is like for the male lead, his wife dies, and there's a lot of unfinished business with that, because you know they have a young child, and so he's left to raise her alone, and he's not necessarily the best father because of that. You know, he falls into alcohol and things, and he wants, you know, he's just so wrapped up in his sorrow, he really can't see anything more. And what plays into it is that his superpower, he has this kind of superpower, but he's unable to really use it the way that he wants to fix this to where his wife doesn't die. They all have different superpowers, like one can fly, and then one can read minds, things like that. So it's kind of interesting, and they get their powers, they see what those powers are as they get older, and they don't, you know, it could be a source of yay and also a source of It's kind of like a talent. You know, you can have a talent and it could be an amazing thing, but sometimes also a curse, I guess. So there you go. So there is a young woman who basically is kind of created to infiltrate this family. I think it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think it's for financial purposes. You know, you gotta have those villainous roles. And so she kind of does. And she's trying to get the male lead to warm up to her, but of course he doesn't really trust anyone. And in the end, she actually does have feelings for him and starts to kind of feel for his daughter, who was raised without a mother, and thus is the issue. But she's tied to this family, and I won't go too much into it, in a certain way. Tied into this family. So that happens as well. And there's a lot of issues because of that. And there's a lot of what this drama is about coming to terms with things, not burying them, trying to understand them, facing things head on a little bit to move on. Can things be changed? Maybe yes, maybe no. And I like it because it's a strong family kind of show, and I really enjoyed the aspect. There's also a really cool, from what I remember, a really cool kind of bromance line, which we love. We love those. We love them. And I think the biggest thing that stands out to me, having watched it, is the little girl in it who finds out her superpower. And I can't tell too much and what happens. It would ruin it for you. The actress is quite the talented young lady, and there's this sequence, and you'll know when you see it, between the father and the daughter, and they're sitting on a bench at night. And as soon as you see that, there's this beautiful scene that plays out. It's beautifully written, and it's beautifully acted, and my gosh, it killed me. That young actress, oh, it was so good. I watched that scene, and I was just like, I won't give it away. It's so good. It is so good. But I can't say too much, because if I do, it'll ruin it. But it's just kind of interesting. So it's kind of like these kind of superpowers, but yet it's done in a family way. and in an emotional way that kind of fits in with modern days and things. So it's not just I'm Superman, because I wouldn't go for stuff like that. So I really actually enjoyed this one quite a bit, and it's just that one scene, so good. But yes, that is my suggestion, Atypical Family. Check it out. You know, there's nothing really like too violent or crazy about it, but there's feels. There's a lot of feels in it. So, you know, but I love those. So yeah. And with that, have a fabulous day, my friends. Bye.